Hello and welcome. We're going to be in Hebrews 10:22 and several other places. Recently, we talked about altars and deliverance. Oh, help me, Lord. This is hard, but it has to be addressed. Romans 8:29 and also 12 verse 2. There are times when things creep into the church that do not belong there, things that do not line up with the Word of God. When they do, the pastor has to go to the altar and ask for deliverance, for atonement, strength, courage, and divine guidance. They are pastors with a true calling. They are appointed, anointed, and know that Jesus is coming soon for his pure, spotless bride, which is the church. If those things don't get cleaned out of the church, it will lose its lampstand. Revelation 2:5. I say this because in these last days, too many churches are allowing things to go on in them that God calls an abomination before Him. They are saying things that are not acceptable in His sight, knowing that they are not, which we'll find in Ephesians 5:11. When this happens, it's time to break all ties, separate from that denomination, and go independent. Sadly, one of my dear pastor friends had to do just that, but it was the right thing to do. I know it was the hardest decision he has ever had to make, but he will be blessed for obeying and standing by the word he cherishes and promised to uphold when he was ordained. He will press on with those of the flock who joined him until Jesus comes. Pray that his new flock will not only grow but flourish and be stronger than ever. Also, pray for those who stayed behind because they are in for a rude awakening, and their false beliefs will be called into question, and their false answers will not hold up in God's court. The things of the world are pounding at the gates of the church and gaining entrance because of improper teaching and preaching. Those worldly lifestyles do not satisfy God, and He will not tolerate them. It's why He's closing the doors of so many churches. If you find yourself in one of those churches, leave. Shake the dust off your feet and do not look back. That would be Matthew 10:14 and Genesis 19:17. My friend decided to follow Jesus with the cross before him and the world behind him. No turning back. When it comes to sin, he knows there are no compromises or concessions. Oh, prayer warrior, keep standing on that firm foundation, which is the truth. I know you are at peace with your choice. You didn't flinch. You just bit the bullet and did what you had to do. Numbers 6:24-27 over you. I know His name is written on your heart, and He is your God. God be with you till we meet again. I have known this man 45 years. He is the one who baptized me in a church member's pool. I am blessed to have him as a friend and prayer warrior. Yes, he took the world out of God's church. Now he continues through his nursing home ministry and his role as chaplain of a Christian biker gang to take God's church out into the world for Jesus. Over 50 years ago, when he was called into the church, into the service of his Lord, he never dreamed he would have to take such a step. I know he spent hours on his knees making sure it was the right thing and seeking the courage it took to say, "Yes, Lord, I will do your will because you are sovereign and you are in control." Since he is also the praise team leader, I say, keep on picking and grinning. So help you God. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills, and everywhere that Jesus Christ is Lord. You may send your prayer requests to He Answers TWO at gmail.com.